I was on order to go to Vietnam. Everybody in the town who we were at knew it except Mama. I was doing fine, and Linda came along and was born. And this lady that couldn't keep her mouth shut, she went in the room and says, "Oh, now Robert could go to Vietnam." I got a delay, 3-month delay until the baby came. And the lady said, "Oh, now Robert could go to Vietnam now that the baby is here." And that Mama just about panicked. Nobody knew. The first time women ever kept secrets. I'm still shocked till today. So the whole town, that base knew except Mama. So that's how it all happened. Linda was about 14 months already when I came back from Vietnam. When I first saw her in the delivery room, my nickname for her was a lamb, like a sheep, a baby lamb, because she cried just like a lamb. So that was her first nickname, my little lamb.
Linda was a very happy baby, and she was a copier. She did everything her older sister did, especially Christina. And but she just I don't know how to put it, and she just did everything her older sisters did.
Little girl, like I was working, and like Omi had said, she was with Grandpa, Opa, all day. Opa is German for Grandpa. Stayed with him. They went for long walks, sat in the forest, and a lot of times, she was about 3-4 years old, and still going for walks, and she could speak fluent German. A lot of people came by, might be Americans, and she would translate English to German for Opa. She already was speaking fluent German, about 4 years old, because she was with Opa all day long.
Best thing about Linda was she never gave me any problems. She was a very good baby, but she also was her grandpa's baby, because my dad was living with us, and he told on her. I mean, he just took over, and I really didn't have much to do with her because he took over, and so she was Opa's baby, and then especially she also was her oldest sister Marion, because when she was born, her dad was on orders to go to Vietnam, and we had to fight to stay in Germany because time was running out. And Dad and I, we had to go to Heidelberg to make it for me to stay in Germany and not to go back to Vietnam, to nowhere. And so she was very close to Marion because she took care of her. She was a newborn. And so between Grandpa, her German Opa, and Marion, she was their baby. And I was just the woman who gave birth to her. So, and but like I said, she was my 5th child. She was the one who was supposed to be a boy, and she was another girl, but a most welcome child. So she was 5 years old when we came to the States. Yeah, 5 years. And then we stayed. We never moved again. So we came to Tacoma and that's where we stayed. No more moving.
Like all the girls, my philosophy was no work, no eat. So they all worked. The only thing they mowed the lawn, cleaned house, washed dishes. The only thing they never did was roof the ceiling. Too bad I could have got them to do that. But they could mow lawn, cut everything. Everything Mama could do, they would do it.
You know, I was just a yeller, and they could twist me around their little fingers. I couldn't stick to my orders, and which Dad, he could do it. They couldn't do it to Dad, but they could do it to me. I was a yeller, but I was not strict. Where Linda, she was very opinionated, very, very opinionated. She was a leader, and she got in trouble in elementary school, and her principal had to drive her home 2 times because she was not following orders, and she was leading, and she was the leader in her class, and some of her classmates, they were not happy with that because I don't know how to put it, but they had cliques. Groups in the class, and Linda was a leader, and that's why she got in trouble. And the principal couldn't handle, the teacher couldn't handle Linda, and so the principal took Linda home. And as soon as I saw the principal's car in my driveway, I know Linda did it again, and that was my Linda, always a leader. Where I didn't discipline Linda, it was always her dad. Dad was the one who did it, and I really don't know what he did to her. What did you do to her? I don't know what he did to her. I don't know. She didn't get punished by getting spanked or something. There was never any spankings in the house. I think silent movement. That's what her dad did to her, silent movement, and that hurt her more than anything else. Yeah.
Kitchen duty will kill them. If they got in trouble, they got kitchen duty for a week. And of course, all other girls, they waited. Oh, she's in trouble. We don't have to do any kitchen duty because she just volunteered to do kitchen duty for a whole week.
In junior high, she was also again a leader. She always was a leader, and then she got into cheerleading, and that was her thing. And in the sports, she liked sports, basketball. That was her thing, and that took her time. She didn't really get into trouble anymore.
For her school, they don't see it too much nowadays, but they had crosswalkers. Or they could put signs down or actually walk the kids across the street. And I would pull up on the side and just watch her to do it. And then I would drive up too just to see her do it, to put up her sign or do whatever she had to do, because I was so proud of her.
When Linda said she would get married, I wanted to know who she's going to get married to, and when I found out who, then I checked the background, like any mother would, and I was satisfied. I wanted to know if he was Catholic, and what kind of job he had, and the family background. And yeah, I was a little suspicious, but I was satisfied.
Linda and Felipe were scheduled to go to Germany, so they came, and like a good future son-in-law, he asked permission to marry Linda. And already we knew pretty much his background, and we were proud to have him as a son-in-law.
I remember when you came over, Felipe and Linda came over, and they sat on the couch, and they said, "We have something to tell you." And I sat in my regular chair, and then I said, "Yeah." And when they told me they are having a baby, heaven opened, and I was so thrilled. And I cried, of course, I cried, and I was happy. I was so happy and felt so blessed, and happy, just happy.
I remember when we found out that Linda was going to be a mother, we were happy and naturally prayed that the baby, most important thing, would be healthy, with obviously no medical problems. And that was another big occasion for us.
I think Linda is the mother I would want her to be. She is a loving, caring.
To cover all in a nutshell, Linda is a wonderful mother, hard-working mother, not only in the house, but
she would follow into my footsteps, because my life was always for my family, for my children, and I think, and I know, Linda is the same way. Her life are her children.
You have three jobs: running a household, raising children, and the working job that she had. And she did it all. I still don't know how she did it, and never panicked, took care of her husband, took care of her household, and took care of her family. She one great mother.
Her children are her life.
I'm a firm believer in my faith. When things go wrong, you have to have something solid to fall back on. And if nothing solid in this world, you can have a wonderful wife, a wonderful husband, but you got to have somebody holding them both up, and that's your faith. And you have to learn how to hold on to it, up to the ups and downs, and worse when it's down, so you know that there's somebody up there willing to help, and don't be ashamed and afraid to ask. This I could say, Vietnam, prayed many times when we're moving out.
Well, Linda, another birthday is approaching, and I just want to tell you how proud I am of you, what you are, and what you were. You are a wonderful daughter to me and Dad, and you are a wonderful wife to Felipe. You are a wonderful mother to Sophia and to Julia, and I just ask for God's blessing for you and your family. And I am so happy the way you turned out. Even if you were not my son and you were my fifth daughter, but I am so happy that you are my fifth daughter.
I would never say last message that's too morbid. I say, I'll give you one of my words of wisdom. Keep doing what you're doing. You're a wonderful mother, a wonderful wife, and you got a lot of patience. And as stubborn and opinionated as you are, when I put my words of wisdom, girl not talk, girl listen, that's when they sit down and they listen. So that's a special gift when you sit down, be quiet, and don't talk, and listen and absorb it.
And I couldn't ask for anything more. You are my Linda, forever and ever.
Everything I said up to now was true, even if you put me on the edge a couple of times. But look at all through it, you're still my baby lamb, and you could always be my little lamb, and nothing can change that.